Hello, everyone. My name is Kylene Cox. I am an intuitive medium whose goal is to help you awaken to your innate abilities to heal. Today, I'm going to be talking about adding love to your life. Go ahead, imagine yourself in a calm ocean. Gentle waves come and go. You are in an ocean of love. I want you to think of the tips I'll be talking about today as those gentle waves. Throughout the day, you add this vibration of love so that you can be as spacious as you're ready to be. You can be the vibration of love so that you send yourself love and the world love. So, I'll be mentioning 7 tips today, and my invitation to you is to take what sparks joy or excitement for you and leave the rest. This is a trial and error process, so maybe you'll want to try 1 or 2 things now. Maybe you'll release those and try something else, or maybe you'll just keep adding things to your life so that throughout the whole day, you feel the vibration of love. I have channeled these things for myself or my clients over the years, and I have found that they have greatly impacted my life, and I hope you find them beneficial as well. Or maybe while I'm talking, something new and exciting will come to you. Or maybe something that you've already experienced and you let go of, and it's time to bring back into your life. Wherever your excitement lies, follow that. It's perfect. So, what is Ways of Love? It is completely surrounding yourself with pure universal love. It is truth. It is stopped by no one but yourself, which is such a great power because you know that you have everything you need to unlimitedly love yourself. And when we love ourselves, we show love to the whole world, and that is powerful. First, I want to say that you are perfect. Oftentimes, we let ourselves think that we are imperfect. Well, I often channel that you are perfect, my darling, and I know it means for each and every one of us that we are perfect in every moment. We are always learning and we are growing, and that is perfect. You may be wondering and looking for ways to show yourself love, and I'm going to go over several that help the mental, physical, and spiritual planes. Let's dive in now. First, I want to start with what we say to ourselves. I recommend looking in the mirror every morning and pointing out 3 things that you love about yourself. Oftentimes, we've been conditioned to point out what we wish we didn't have in our bodies or what could be different. A great example of this is if you've ever seen the movie Mean Girls, where all the girls are standing in front of the mirror saying things they don't like about themselves. Well, I'm inviting you to release this. We no longer need to put ourselves down. We are amazing beings, and let's celebrate that every day. So, maybe this is the first time you're ever experiencing this, and maybe it seems a little bit challenging. Maybe there are so many things on your to-do list that you wish were different about yourself, and that's okay. Again, you are perfect exactly where you are. I want you to try, just try. And let's say you look in the mirror and you can only point out one thing that you absolutely love about yourself, and that's okay. Say that thing 3 times. Say that thing as many times in a row as you need so that you own it and you know that is love. And then the next day, maybe you'll find something else that you love. Just keep trying. Keep being your beautiful self, and you will see that love. For example, this morning I said to myself, I love my teeth. I love my eyes, and I love my many different laughs. So they can be something about your physical appearance. They can be something about your intellect or something you did or something you're going to do. Anything that your intuition points you towards is perfect. Follow that. All right. Number 2, surround yourself with loving vibrations, however that may look like to you. For me, it's crystals, colors, smells, sounds, and so, so, so much more. Let's start with sounds. So vibrations, the Hertz vibration of 528 has said and been known for many, many years to give the vibration of love. You can find this sound in many different things, from chimes to bowls, and that can bring you love. But the great news is anything that you can make a sound can bring you love. You always have your own sound healing instrument because you have your voice. So you can say, I love you. That's a sound you can surround yourself with. You can sing it, I love you, however it speaks to you. Or you can pick a note or something that sounds exciting to you right now and just go for it. You can do this. I also like to bring ties to the Hawaiian traditions I have studied, which in Lomi Lomi, ho ha means spirit, hear me. This is a way I love to add love to my life. So let's try it together. Ho ha. Now maybe you were feeling a little timid there, so let's do it one more time. Really get behind it. You've got this. Ho ha. Now, let's move on. Crystals, crystals, crystals. They are such a big thing right now, but they have been in the healing realms since mankind found them. You can see them on cave paintings. You can see them in hieroglyphics. Crystals are here to support us. One crystal I want to talk about right now is rose quartz. Rose quartz is said to be the crystal of love. Greek mythology teaches us that it was made from the blood and tears of losing a loved one. You can believe whatever you choose to believe, but if you have some rose quartz in your life right now, go ahead and grab it. I'll show mine. This is just one of my palm stones that I keep next to my desk so I can hold on to it. Holding on to this reminds me that I am love and I am loved. Now, we are the ones that apply the meaning. So any crystal that speaks to you can mean love for you, and that's perfect. Follow that. Maybe rose quartz isn't for you, but maybe it is. Explore it. Find what speaks to you, because you are the one that applies the definition. You are the one that applies the meaning. So you got this. You already know within your heart what sends you love. Let's keep moving on. So colors. Colors are huge. What we choose to wear is huge. Today I chose to wear blue because I wanted to be nice and calm. And that is the meaning I've applied to it. This is something you can do on your own. Stand in your closet, and for this moment, what do your colors mean to you? Take note of the colors that you have in your closet. Do you have the whole rainbow? Do you tend to wear a certain color? And if so, what does that certain color mean to you? The clothes we put on adds that color into our life in every moment that we are wearing it, and it is beautiful. Also, the colors we surround ourselves. What color are your walls or your paintings? What color are the things you look at most, and how do they make you feel? Oftentimes we can look at something and it just isn't in our vibration. It doesn't resonate with us for right now, and that's okay. But how do you implement that into your life? If something is no longer in your vibration, do you pass it along to someone else, or do you hold on to it? We are ever changing. So I'm not saying that everything that doesn't resonate with you, you have to get rid of right in this moment. Of course not. But if consistently something isn't resonating with you anymore, it might be time to gift it on to someone else. It might be time to clear that thing. Whatever you think your intuition is telling you to do, follow that. It's perfect. So We can also add smells into our lives. We can have a right now response to a smell, right? Smelling flowers might make you happy. It might also not speak to you, and that's okay. Find what does make you happy. Maybe something reminds you of a loved one. Maybe something just helps clear and freshen the air. Whatever it is, take note of the smells around you. Really give attention to it. Sometimes we can be overwhelmed with too many smells and we become numb. So, by taking that time to give attention to the things that we are smelling, we are adding love to our life because we are taking note of the little things and we are giving attention to what we want around us. One thing I love to have around me is different sprays. So, like this one's an angel spray, and I love to just gently and breathe. The beauty about sprays is it helps you connect to your breath because you breathe it in and you're at peace, or maybe you're calm, and that's perfect. Or maybe the lack of some intense smell is exactly what you need. Sometimes we're so overwhelmed that we just need nothing, just like sometimes we need silence. These are all things that we can surround ourselves with throughout the day that will add love into our lives, will help us be as spacious as we're ready to be, because it gives note to the things we might just overlook sometimes. Now, I'm not saying you have to be in that moment noticing everything at all times, because that can be exhausting, but follow your intuition once again, right? Sometimes if you're starting to feel a little overwhelmed, it might be nice to just notice, what color are my walls? What color is the painting in front of me? What color are my carpets? Come back to yourself in that moment. Come back to present moment so that you can be your true self, and your true self is love. All right, let's talk about recharging our vibration. We have this beautiful energy field that throughout our day, we can pick up stuff, either knowing or not knowing about it. So, one of my favorite things to do is add salt into my life. I like to think of it as a way that I clear. Just like I feel recharged in the ocean, having that salt makes me feel whole again. Of course, I am always whole, but I apply the meaning, and sometimes I need to just refresh. One little thing you can do is have a beautiful jar or spray bottle where it's just salt. And again, you can spray yourself, right? You're clearing your energetic field. You can also do this by taking a bath with Epsom salts or regular salts, or a mixture of the two, or maybe some rose petals. Whatever speaks to you is perfect. And breathe. You can also clear your energetic field with crystals. A crystal that speaks to you, go ahead and grab it and just surround yourself. So from side to side, and I'd be standing doing this all the way from the floor up to the head and back down, from the front of the body and back. Of course, getting your whole back is a little tricky sometimes, so having a partner that can do this with you is wonderful, or just simply envisioning it with your third eye. You can get that whole back, and you can just remind yourself that you're clearing your energy. You can also do this with sound. Sometimes we might want to just pick up something. Now, you might have an instrument, like I have this drum in front of me, and I like to just follow my intuition and play. That's what I do throughout all of my sound healing. I just follow my intuition. And guess what? You can do the exact same. Or you can make a sound, right? Maybe you just need a big ha to clear your energy. Whatever is speaking to you is perfect, and try that. We can also recharge our energy by getting our feet in the ground. Grounding or earthing is a beautiful way to recharge. Or going to stand out in the sun is another great way, or the moon. However you recharge, follow that. Or try different things, and maybe try to follow what speaks to you with this natural cycle you are following. Just as the moon has cycles, so do we. And we can, throughout that cycle, be called to by different things. There is no wrong or right here. There is what speaks to you, what resonates for right now. I always remember that it's for right now, because I am ever changing, just like this world is ever changing, just like you are ever changing. So try what resonates with you for right now. All right. Tip number 4. Let's talk about gifts and receiving gifts. Now, you might think, oh, I'm so great at receiving gifts. But are you? Do you receive gifts in the vibration of love? You know, when you've had that experience where you're out and about and you see something that makes you think of someone else, in that moment, that's love, right? You had this, oh, that makes me think of them. They would like this. I'll bring this to them. Now, oftentimes we've been trained to think when we're getting a gift that now we owe them something else, right? We're in debt to them. That's not true. They thought of you, they got you a gift. It's beautiful. Now, in the future, you might want to get them a gift, but follow your intuition, right? You don't have to go out and get them something. You can just receive. I like to do this also with the universe. My tip is to try saying, universe, today I would like a gift, no matter how small or big. I want it to serve my highest good and my highest good only. And then you get to see the magic throughout the day of what the universe brings to your life. This could be a penny in your path, or a feather, or maybe a rock that grabs your attention and you just know it's for you. Or maybe it's going outside and there's this beautiful scene that you get to see, right? It's been created for you because you're the one interpreting what you are seeing. Maybe it's a sunset or a sunrise. Maybe it's just beautiful clouds dancing or the wind in a tree. All these things are gifts if you choose to apply that meaning and see them that way. So again, universe, today I would like a gift, no matter how big or small. I would like it to be for my highest good and my highest good only. And I would like to know that it is for me in love. So we've gone through 4 tips so far. Which ones are speaking to you? Do you have the urge to grab a piece of paper and write them down? Or have you taken a mental note and said, I want to try that? Or maybe something totally different has come to you, and that's amazing. Try that. Add that love to your life. Maybe you're sitting right now and thinking, this friend or this family member would love to try this. Well, that's your intuition saying maybe you should share it with them, and that's perfect. So let's keep moving. Tip number 5. I love to start my day connecting to spirit, connecting to the wholeness that I am. So I start by saying, Spirit, move me today for my highest good and my highest good only. Doesn't that feel great? Spirit, move me today for my highest good and my highest good only. Or whatever version comes to you. Maybe you'd like to say my highest and best. Wherever or whatever you land on, I just encourage you and invite you to say, for my highest good. That's a direct line to your higher self, and you know that it is pure and it is love. Speaking of direct line to your higher self, that is another tip in this tip that I love to add. You can communicate directly with your higher self. So I like to do this by saying higher self, or even better, giving or finding the name of your higher self. For me personally, my higher self's name is Grace. So I say, Grace, this is what I have going on today. Do you have any guidance? Or Grace, This didn't go exactly as I planned. How do I come back to self? How do I be my true, authentic love? I find that talking directly to your higher self helps with that thing we call ego. Now, we all have an ego, and to be human is to have an ego. So, I like to think of it as one of my great mentors once said, your ego is like a barking dog. Sometimes you have to take that dog for a walk so that it will lay down and not keep barking at you. This is also a great way to say to the ego, I see you, but right now I'm talking to Grace, or I'm talking to my higher self. Let's take a moment right now and breathe and see if a name comes to you. Does your name have a higher self? If so, what is that name? Maybe you've gotten something right now, or maybe something will come to you in the future, and that is beautiful. You can remember that this is ever changing and ever developing. So I always like to say, for now, right? For now, my higher self's name is Grace, and that is perfect. At the end of this, I'll be playing a little bit of my drum to give you more space to see what comes in and what speaks to you. So if you don't have anything just yet, that's okay. Let's keep moving. So, one wonderful way to add love into your life is to be in the vibration of gratitude. A way I love to do this is by opening the drapes in the morning. I open up those drapes and I say 3 things that I am grateful for. Now, remember, I had already said 3 things that I love about myself as a tip. So 3 speaks to me, but maybe 4 speaks to you, or 2. Follow that. Again, it's your intuition. So I open those drapes and I say 3 things I'm grateful for. And I breathe. And those things can be something that's going to happen today, something that happened yesterday, a constant in your life, or something new and exciting. I do hope that all of the things that you say are exciting to you, because you know then it is connected to your intuition. Our intuition always guides us to what is exciting and best for us, for our highest good. One reason I love to do it with the drapes is every time I pass those drapes, it's a gentle reminder. It's like being in that ocean, another little wave of that gratitude coming through. A reminder of the things I've said to myself today, a reminder of the things that I've said to myself over the years. Now, let's say you're going throughout your day and you realize that those drapes haven't been open. That's okay. Absolutely okay. We are human after all. Sometimes we might sleep in a little bit more, or sometimes we just simply forget, and that is okay. Simply open the drapes and say the 3 things you are grateful for when you remember. Even if it's at night, that's okay. You can open those drapes and close them right back up, but you are being in that vibration of gratitude. There is no shame here. Once again, shame is something that we learn through our lives, and we don't need it anymore. We can be unconditional love. That is my invitation to you. All right, my 7th tip is bringing awareness to what your body is telling you, however you may do that for yourself. Me personally, I love BioTouch healing, simple healing technique that I can do with my family to help bring awareness to what my body is telling me in every point of my life. I also love the sway test. And if you've never heard of this one, it's very simple. Standing up, it's nice and straight. I want you to say your name. So my name is Kylene. So I would say Kylene. And wait till you get a sway. And then say a name that's not your name. My name is Beatrice. Wait till you get a sway. Your first one is your yes. Your second is your no. You can also do this by simply saying yes, wait for the sway. and no. Wait for the sway. Often it might be a yes because you're swaying towards that thing, and a no because you're swaying back. But we're all individual beings. So you might actually sway to the side a little bit or the opposite. That's perfect. This is the sway test. You want to be as exact as what you are asking as you possibly can, and just look for what your body is telling you. Other things that work are pendulums. Those are fun things to explore. You can get your yes and your no. You can get a pendulum that looks all different kinds. You can get a few. Another way to hear what our body is telling us is by exploring blockages so that we may remove them, or limiting beliefs so that we may remove them, so that we can be our energetic being effortlessly flowing. I know in the summit, many people have been talking about chakras, so I won't go into detail here, but exploring the limits that you place on yourself is a beautiful thing. I like to remind you that we apply the definition and we apply the limits. So we are ready to be as spacious as we are ready to be. Sounds a little silly, but it is true. In every moment, you can be ever expanding, but there is also some contraction, right? We can expand and we contract a little bit, and we expand and contract. That is beautiful. So when I say spacious, just to be as clear as I possibly can, I like to think of contracted and spacious. We can all do this with our hands, right? We can feel the contraction, squeeze those hands together. You can feel that pressure of what it feels like to be constricted and not our true effortless self. So then we can let our hands go and we can be a little bit more spacious. And while doing this, see if you can feel that energy that you are giving off between your hands. Can you feel the slight pull and repel of this magical energy that we are? Can you bring it out a little bit further? Right now, I'm in front of my throat chakra and I am here speaking to you. So it is nice and open. And I feel relaxed. And that is perfect. You can do this through all of your chakras, or something that might be grabbing your attention right now. Let's say your knee hurts. You can do this energy technique. See if the energy is flowing in this way. Or another way you can see if your energy is flowing is with a partner. I like to put my hands on the feet and imagine the energy going up and coming back down. And I breathe into this and I imagine it all the way up from the root to the crown and back down. And I see if anything feels a little sluggish, or maybe it's going a little too fast. We want to be in that perfect state, and you know what your perfect state is, because you are that perfect state, because you are unconditional love. So you know through your intuition what is the right state for you. And you can give those areas that stand out, that feel like they are not moving as effortlessly as they can. However, it speaks to you. Maybe you just stand there at those feet still and you give that place attention. Maybe you go to that place, like let's say it was the knee, and you put your hands on the knee and you give it attention. Or maybe you pick up a crystal and put it nearby, or maybe you play some sound, maybe you sing to it. Maybe you simply tell that part, I love you, and I thank you for all that you do for me. That is perfect. That is how you bring awareness and how you bring love to those different areas. Now, as I'm speaking, I hope other things have come up to you, and I hope you are excited to explore more. And in this moment, I want to give you a little bit of time to sit with what we have talked about, and see where your intuition is guiding you. See where your energy effortlessly flows. See how you are that ocean of love. Go ahead and get as comfortable as you can now. Maybe that means laying down to you. Maybe you want to feel as if you are floating in that ocean, or maybe you want to continue sitting or standing. That is perfect. Follow your intuition. And as I play, listen to your body and what adjustments it's asking for, because that is bringing self awareness. That is going to help you be more connected to your body. You can live awake. You do not need to be numb. Now let's connect in with our breath to start. As you've noticed throughout this, I have been connecting with my breath. As someone with ADD, I tend to talk a little bit faster than I would necessarily like to get my point across. So you've seen me connect in with my breath throughout this whole time as an invitation to you to do the same. So go ahead, get gentle with yourself, get as relaxed as possible. Maybe you'll go ahead and close those eyes now. And wherever your breath is right now is perfect. And I want you to imagine that breath coming up through the soles of your feet. I want you to imagine the breath coming all the way up through your whole body and out and surrounding you in this amazing field that you are. Because we are this physical body and we are this energetic body and we are this spiritual body and we are everything in between. Hopefully your emotional body is feeling nice and calm. Let's go ahead. Connect into that breath again, up through the feet and around. Can you make that breath a little bit more spacious now? Breathing in. I'm going to follow my intuition and gently play for you. And I will let you know when it's time to come back. I gently welcome you back to this physical body. I hope you enjoyed those sounds. I hope you felt the love, the intention of me playing. I hope you found whatever spoke to you in this moment. Or maybe right now you're like, none really seem to resonate, and that's okay. Maybe something's not coming to you right now, and that's okay. Over time, keep saying, I love myself. I am love. I am loved. And something will come to you. You are always energetically the vibration of love. You are spacious. Bring your awareness to that. I thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this ocean of love. I'd love to hear what connected to you and what you plan on trying. Maybe take a moment now and jot down anything that really stood out to you today or something new and exciting. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Until next time, thank you, everyone.